What's up, my YouTube family and all the people that support me in my life? First off, I want to thank you all so much for the love and care and the messages. I've been going through so much in my life right now, and from the thumbnail you probably know that I just underwent brain surgery and the new haircut. Looks pretty good, right? Yeah. I don't normally have this side of my head shaved and then this side full of hair, so it's kind of different, but it's kind of in style right now. I want to just go into my story a little bit and tell you guys, and maybe through my story it can help support and lift you guys up, so that whatever you're going through in your life, that it can help you get through your situation. And everyone has a different situation, but here's mine. So as you guys know, I was away from the YouTube channel for quite some time because I was playing football and I was in football season. And the day before my last game, I started to get this insane headache, and it was so bad that I had to go to bed. And so that night I went to sleep, and I was thinking, you know, nothing of it, maybe just a bad headache. And then the next morning I was driving to school, and I had many lights in my rearview mirror because I was stuck in traffic, and it was just driving me insane and like giving me even a worse headache, and it never ended. And so that night I still went and played my last football game in the football season, and it was so much fun, and I loved it, and I had a great time. Then the next morning I took an ACT, and so all of this combined, oh my goodness, and I was just having all these headaches, and I was like, maybe I have a concussion, and so that came to my mind. Fast forward to Monday morning, the headaches still haven't gone away, and I went to the nurse's office, and I was hoping, you know, I have a concussion, it'll go away in a few days, or at least lighten up. And then I went to the nurse's office and I asked for something to calm my headache down. And she ended up, and she called my parents and got consent and everything. And then she ended up giving me this thing called Excedrin migraine. And I would never, ever, ever recommend it to anybody who has an athletic headache, or if you're young, because it has an aspirin in it, and that thins your blood, which makes things a lot worse. Anyway, fast forward to a couple days later, I'm throwing up, I can't hold anything down, it is ridiculous what is happening, and I can't even hold down a bottle of water, and my headaches haven't stopped, and so I'm like, alright, it's time to go to the hospital. And so I get down there to the hospital, and they put me in the ER, and they get me a CAT scan, and they find all this blood on this whole side of my head, and that it's clotted up, and so I have a blood clot there. They came to the conclusion that over several hits throughout the football season, I got a small brain bleed and a concussion. And basically, when I took that Excedrin migraine to help me get through it, it is a blood thinner because of the aspirin, and it expanded that blood all throughout the side of my head. And then it quit bleeding, but it clotted up in that way. And so that's why, and my brain moved over slightly, and so I had all this pressure inside of my head that couldn't be released. And so I was doing good the first couple of days in the hospital, and they were hoping that I was just going to liquefy, maybe drill a small hole and release the blood and the fluid. But instead, I kind of started to lose my mind. I forgot my name. I was saying things wrong, like I would look at the TV and the TV would be on, and I'd be wanting them to shut the door, and I'd be like, turn on the TV, and like the TV's already on, my mom would say, and like I could understand what they were saying to me, but I couldn't respond back because the part of that brain, your brain right there, is language. Anyways, it's been a crazy ride, and I had to go to surgery the next day because I couldn't think properly and speak properly. And so they got me down there into surgery, and the doctor took care of me. And I cannot be grateful enough for the awesome surgeons we have in this country that can reach into my brain and fix these problems. And first and foremost, I want to give the glory to God, because He has blessed me with life, and He saved my life. And it's just a blessing to be here making another video right now for you guys. I mean, just being alive. You know, I always try and keep a positive attitude, but sometimes it's hard when you're going through these hard situations in your life. And the way I look at it, honestly, is if I have air in my lungs and my heart's still beating, life is good and positive. You know, there's always positive things that you can focus on. Oftentimes we go around looking at all the negative, the problems in our lives, but what we need to be looking at is the positive things. That's how we make it through life. when you're faced with adversity and all these issues, you gotta say, you know what, I'm having a great day, I'm alive, I'm breathing, you know, and find the positive things to reflect on in your life when you're going through the hard things, and it makes it so much easier. And put your faith in God. Keeping in thought of all of you watching this video, going through your problems and your trials in your life and all the negative things, I decided to do No Shave November, and also for me, to help me get through what I'm going through. And it's the first time I've really ever tried growing a beard, so it kind of looks interesting, I imagine. Got the mustache rocking, got the crazy haircut, got the scar. I mean, it's awesome, and the doctor says it should heal, and it's just, you can support people in so many ways. Simply thinking of them, or praying for them, or going and visiting them. When I got visitors in the hospital, it was some of the most unexplainable joy I could have received just from seeing my friends' faces. My football team came and they brought me like this huge basket, like the size of my head, full of like goodies and crazy things, and I had so many other people bringing me small things and crazy things, and from candy to like, I have so much snacks, it's unreal. But anyway, the support of everybody who gathered around me and lifted me up through this is really what helped me get through it, and I just want to thank you all so much for everything you did to me, whether it's a Facebook message, a phone call, a text message, a YouTube message, an email, any way you could have contacted me, or even just thinking of me and praying for me. I just want to thank you all so much for everything you've done for me. Now guys, I'm going to play a short video for you guys to show you my recovery and surgery, and from the beginning of me entering the hospital all the way through. My mom helped me document it for you guys, and this is my brain surgery. Enjoy, guys. First things first, I could really use a haircut right now. Look at this. It's insane. It's so funny. I came in here and I felt really bad, but it's funny because when I got the news that there was some sort of bleeding or whatever in my head, I chose to trust in God.
Gotcha. Alright, moving that.
You have a good pain?
Huh?
Okay, I'm gonna get a wheelchair and then we'll be set.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Where's your pain?
I'm ready to have it done.
Yeah. Can you show me where your pain is?
Here.
Right there?
Alright, so we'll go down in a wheelchair, hop on a stretcher down there, and they'll get them all settled in. But we'll be going down with you guys, so.
How long does it take?
Up to 17 years of age, it's 18, so it's.
Okay, I can put that behind me. Thank you.
What are you gonna do when you get out here?
That's it.
What?
It's buffalo wing.
Blowing.
Buffalo wings. What kind of buffalo wings?
You don't want to go too far unless this is your first time.
Alright. Feels good just to be able to move again. I feel like I'm in like Macy's Day Parade, you know? I'm like waddling around.
You bend your elbows. Pull out. Push you in. Push. Pretty solid. Feels the same on both sides. Just you gotta keep in mind that you had a lot of blood in there.
Yeah, I did.
Does that hurt?
Yeah, just like a little something. Yeah, that's good.
So keep in mind that you had a lot of blood in there that we need to get out.
Yeah. Life's like a puzzle. Sometimes you just gotta fill in the last piece. You can't see all the pieces at the beginning, but in the end it becomes a beautiful picture. You just gotta finish it. Done.
Yay.